Hey y'all, it's Nanny. With Hoot and Nanny Homestead. Y'all, I'm here in the loo. And I'm just a little blue. You know, sometimes you just have to do what you have to do. And I thought I had enough of those repurposed boards, you know, enough to see me through. I wanted so badly to cover all of these walls in them to create this rustic, primitive view. I had a bunch of them. A ton. Whole slew. Then, there were none. And getting the washroom done was way overdue. So, I had to do something in the cabin that I promised myself I would never do. I had to hang sheetrock. I hung the kind that, you know, resists mildew. Well, I guess, you know, it's not that bad. I mean, don't misconstrue. Please don't think that I'm ungrateful, because that's just not true. It's just that was not what I wanted, and having to use it is just a little hard to chew. But I'll make it work. I mean, it's no big hullabaloo. But right now, I'm just a little blue. Here in the loo. Got that done. Now, that was just the taping of the sheetrock. I'm going to explain this in case there's anybody out there that is a beginner or you want to do it yourself. I'm going to explain a few things to you about sheetrock and taping sheetrock. This is the tape coat. All I did was put some mud on there, put a piece of paper tape on it, and then put some mud over the top of that. And tried to smooth it out as best I could. After this dries, I'll go back and sand this lightly, and then it's going to get a fill coat and a finish coat. 2 more coats. Each coat serves a purpose. The first coat is just to get the tape on there and get the tape to fill the crack. Okay? And you want to do all your nail holes once. Now, the mud you put in the nail holes is going to shrink, and you're going to need to do them at least 1 more time. That should be enough on your nail holes. Now, as far as the tape joint, the next coat, which is the fill coat, now this will get lightly sanded, and then you'll put your fill coat over it. The fill coat will increase the distance, the width of this joint. It's going to have a gradual incline toward the middle where the tape is at, and then a gradual decline on the other side. And when that distance of the incline and decline on each side of the tape is increased with more coats of mud, it ends up making the joint area invisible. You can't even see it. And each time you have to use a wider sheetrock knife, to be able to get that distance. Tomorrow I have a professional sheetrocker coming. I won't keep you in suspense. It is my mama, and yes, she is a professional sheetrocker. She has hung sheetrock professional for, I don't know, 30 years or something. She's retired now from doing it, but she still knows how to do it and can do it. So she's going to come tomorrow just to visit and kind of help me, because I'm not a professional sheetrocker. I have worked with Mom and Dad quite a bit in the sheetrock and helped them out and learned a lot over the years. But would I call myself a professional sheetrocker? No. Oh, I love her so much. She is such a blessing. She has taught us girls. My mama had 3 daughters. And she has taught us girls to be strong and independent, and that doesn't mean that we don't need no man or that we don't need nobody. It just means that if worse comes to worse, and you hit the dirt and you have to do something yourself, then you have the ability, the strength, and the knowledge to do so. Now, when it comes to hanging sheetrock, normally you would hang sheetrock on its 8-foot side, because most of it comes in like 4x8. Now it does come in 4x12, but it comes in 4 by whatever. You would lay it on its long side, not on its 4-foot side. But there are exceptions to every rule. This wall we hung the traditional way on its long side, with the joint being horizontal between the 2 4-foot sections. When you hang it that way, you want to offset your 4-foot joints, okay? When you get to the end of that 8 feet, you'll have a joint. And what you want to do is, when you hang the top 4 feet piece, start out with a 4-foot piece, okay? You have that 4-foot joint here. And then you'll have an 8, and then another 8, and another 8. Now your bottom one is an 8-foot piece. That way your joints on top and bottom are offset. That makes it so much easier when you start taping these 3-way joints right here, okay, where you've got your horizontal joint running down through here, the length of your wall, and then you've got your top joint and then you don't have another joint right here, okay? Because doing this 4-way joint, it can be done. It's just so much easier if you don't have to do that. Now you can hang sheetrock on its 4-foot side and let the 8-foot go all the way to the ceiling. It's harder to tape that because there are so many ups and downs and ups and downs and ups and downs, and you're having to do that every 4 feet. So how many years did you work in sheetrock?
Probably 20 altogether. Not counting what I'm doing after I quit.
Let me get you some more light.
Old woman.
Oh yeah, that's right. You just broke your wrist a few. What's it been? 8 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago? 7 weeks ago. Mama, don't do it. Right in the center. Okay. It needs to be pretty thick and cover the spans.
And then you do this side and push that knife in on that side. Takes that edge. Push in on this side. Takes that edge.
Okay.
Roll it back up in the center. Hold your knife level. Go right there.
Okay, and those little ridges is just fine because they'll get sanded out later.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I can do
An angle.
when you're running an angle.
Make sure your mud's over here in the corner.
The mud's got to be in the upper corner if you
And then you
can.
do this side when you're going to do this.
Oh, okay, I see. So put the mud on the corner of your knife.
And then do this side when you're doing this side.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Then you got a 6 is really a lot easier to do. Kind of push down on this outside of your knife.
And leave
let float that inside.
Okay.
That leaves mud on that inside.
All right.
And it actually fills the angle. Whoops. See, you got
Whoops.
rolling. Well, you know what that is?
What is that?
That's dust in the corner rolling.
Oh, because it stuck to the mud and made a ball.
See, I made a boo-boo right there. You have to sand it out. So
It's okay.
the thing to this is make sure you got plenty mud in there. Don't spare on the mud putting it on.
Oh, okay.
You can't do this with just a little.
Don't spare on your mud. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that because that's going to hurt your wrist.
That's like I told Kenny yesterday, and drive good till I start starting in the steering wheel.
You can drive as long as you're going straight.
I mean, it hurts.
Well, here, let me have it.
I think you can.
You tell me if I'm doing it wrong.
Keep your knife real clean too, because it'll cause a lot of boogies in there.
Okay. So
Just now you start
since
at
I'm
the
going
bottom.
to do this one, I need to do this, right?
Yeah, but now start at the bottom and come up and float over that. You know,
So I want some
it don't matter which side.
on this corner,
Okay, if you want to.
right?
Now you'll have to have a lot of mud. That'll
That's
do
not
this
enough?
side. That'll do this side.
Okay.
Start at the bottom, come all the way up.
Well, there's juju right at the bottom, so I'm not
somebody
gonna.
didn't sand, did they?
Well, no, I mean dirt on the floor,
Okay.
and I don't want to get it in my mud.
You don't have to. Just float it right up over it. Now before you mop that down, put it on the other side.
Okay.
So, yeah. Start at the bottom and come up. Oop.
Okay.
Just start floating on this side. Don't
On the outer edge?
no, go down and come up.
Alright.
Let this side of your knife kind of be down. Just put a little pressure on that out on this side over here. Just keep going.
Oh, I didn't know how. I thought
That's
you
okay.
already done that.
That's okay.
Alright.
That's okay. Now do the other side just like you done just that one.
Okay.
On the outside, kind of just pressure a little, but let that inside float. No, you didn't stay in your angle.
Well, I didn't the first time either. I thought I was just...
You got to keep that knife in that angle.
That's hard to do.
Yes, it is, ma'am. Or if you had a broke wrist.
It'd be really hard to do.
You ain't gonna be able to finish that.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Angles are difficult. If
Just,
you're done with the corner, I think I can do the other.
just start right here with your knife like that, with your mud.
Am I just gonna put some on there? It don't have to be on a certain side of the knife.
Just like I done that. Come right down the middle and get a lot on it. Now put some more. Well,
Oh, right down the middle.
yeah,
You said middle, and I didn't do
you need to
middle.
go down your middle. Just
Okay.
a
Yes,
lot
ma'am.
down your middle.
Yes, ma'am.
Now what you need to do right there is turn around and start there and come back. That's the way you actually finish the house. Okay.
Okay.
Now you're getting, you need a little more mud.
One more right there at the joint.
Turn your knife around and slap it on like that.
Yes, ma'am.
There you go. Now take your knife like I showed you. Just don't worry about the middle or nothing. Just that edge. Get that edge. No, you didn't know how to get it. You let it from your knife. Just live right there, or there's a low place in the right one. There you got it. Now do your top the same way. Now level that knife out. Now be real easy. Let me show you how to do this. When you get to here, you can lay your knife just real light and just see, then it don't
Oh,
bother
okay.
that. No, I raised it up because of this. Okay. Just level it out.
Just feathery light.
No, you got to go down.
I mean, when you get started over.
Now,
in
do
that
it
corner.
again and do just a little harder on you. There you go.
With that?
That'll probably sound out because you got a good thick coat on that.
Okay.
That's a doogie, but we can fill it in later. We used to call them something.
Booger.
Maybe better off to do that up and down one right
Do
there.
the up and down.
Yes, ma'am. Spread it out a little more. Mash your knife down harder. Spread it. You ain't got no mud on your knife or something. Make it go right there. Okay. Now the other side. Well, you ain't really got enough up
Right
there.
here?
You do not have enough up there. That's good. Now mash the side down. Okay. Good.
Oh, I went too deep.
Yeah, you did because you whacked all your mud off the middle. Just put you some more on it and let it spread out right here. Let it come on out up here just a little bit too. Yeah, there you go. You have to hold your knife level. You can't push it in because you'll have a big old pool in the middle, but I guess you can find it out. Right there. Now just come down the middle. That's the way you've been doing.
I needed to get those edges.
Come down from the top. Just lay it level. You got her. That little pool ain't gonna hurt nothing. You can.
All right, finally.
You got her.
Figured out my problem with this.